Hi, so today I'm going to be talking about simplifying figure drawing. Hi, my name is Luis Escobar. I'm a storyboard artist on the Simpsons television show. I've been working on the show for over 30 years now, and I'm here to empower you. So I'm going to be showing you a method to simplify a figure drawing. It's the second method that I tend to do. It's called I call it the layout, just laying in a figure. This is different than a gesture drawing. A gesture drawing is a little bit more loose and free. This is going to be a little bit more design, and it's going to be a little bit more about finding shapes and simplifying shapes. So this video came about when I was doing coaching for somebody. And in the previous coaching session, we'd done gesture drawing. And so I was bringing this person into doing this other exercise, which is breaking down a figure simply through graphic shapes. This is a really important method once you start getting used to drawing more with anatomy and construction, so that you can break down value shapes. It's a more painterly method. I would recommend doing this when you become a little bit more comfortable with construction and solidity. But once you get more comfortable doing that stuff, using this method really pluses up everything you know about construction and anatomy. Because what it does is it simplifies construction and anatomy and makes it beautiful. It gives it a design. It gives it a little bit more punch, so that it's not just too photographic. You'll understand when you see it that there's a little bit more of a finesse, a little bit more style, a little bit more something. It gives it pluses up reality, so that it's a little bit more interesting when you're drawing it than seeing it. There's more of an interpretation of reality here that really makes things pop. That doesn't mean that you're not going to get something that looks naturalistic, but what you're doing is you're making your drawings a little bit more deliberate. Like all the lines, everything you're doing is more deliberate, more of a statement than just mindlessly copying what you think you see, right? Okay, so let's get started. So what we're gonna do here is when we have a figure like this, what we're trying to do is simplify the figure when it's a little bit different than just a gesture drawing. A gesture drawing often, I mean, I did a video where I talk about the difference between a gesture drawing and a lay-in. So I'll link to that, or I'll send you a link to it. So what we're doing is we're going to do a lay-in, but we're thinking about it like a gesture. A gesture is all about pushing and energy. A lay-in is a little bit more about pushing, and it's about pushing and energy also, but we're also thinking about simplification and design a little bit more when we're doing a lay-in. So, for example, when we're looking at this figure, we're just kind of seeing, we're making a note of this negative space here, this negative space here, and almost the exterior design and how to simplify these components, these exterior designs. So, for example, we've got this, and then this shoulder would just be very simple, and then we're looking at this. So, okay, there's going to be a space there, a negative space there, and then this just, it's as if it's one big shape, because we're thinking about it in the design sense. Go all the way down to the floor. This shape here, what does it do? What's this shape what's this doing? So we're thinking about negative spaces. We're thinking about shapes here. Now we're kind of refining the negative space. got a gun. Okay, so this is essentially as simple as we can get it. This is a little bit... So now I'm taking a look at this and realizing that I'm off. So we want something like that. Usually you don't want to erase, but I'm just trying to be clear here. So there we go. And then once we've got the gist of this, and it's a little stiff, unfortunately, but now is the time to go to color pencil. And so what we're looking for is how can we define this? How can we simplify the shadow shapes? So I'm looking at this, and then I'm coming across to the face here, and there's like a triangle here. Going down to the neck. There's some light here, so I just leave a little space there. This is that coming down here. This is all dark. I don't have to worry about it yet. I'm just looking at these shapes here. Exterior here. Maybe this is happening here. I'm just simplifying it without making all this lumpy bumpy stuff. I'll just simplify it as much as possible. And then so this is what we've got here. Let's go down to the arm here. See, we're losing all these edges. See, we're just thinking about this as, see, there's a C curve, and then boom, another C curve here, and then there's a shape, a light shape here. So let's just do that. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. Cut that off here. There's a little white gap of light right there where the gun is. Kind of quickly just make a gun corner there, and then there's the cast shadow. Just increase the size of the so that's it. That's what we're looking to do is, well, maybe not that. Let's not lose that edge, and just so that we could have a more defined body here. So do you see what I just did here is all I did was simplify the light and dark shape, and then you could even add a shape here. to fill out the head a bit more. And go back to the pencil. I mean, at this point, that's when you can start refining and defining and all this other stuff, but you really don't need to do that at this point anymore. I mean, this is all you needed to do, was come up with a good block in for the shadow shapes. So this is it. This is all we need. We're just we're squinting so that we're losing all the detail, and all we're left with is as much black and white shapes as we can get. So I'm happy to announce that I now have a new drawing lesson called Drafu Guide to Sketching and Gesture Foundations. It's the beginning of the level 2 information that people have been asking me for the drawing website, which will teach you where to start drawing, what to draw when you draw, how to draw from observation, how to draw from imagination, how to draw what you envision, and how to discover what you ought to envision if you don't have anything specific in mind. So if you find any of this interesting, you could follow the link that you see, or you can go to thedrawingwebsite.com, look under level 2, and you'll find a link there.